Alright, what's going on, guys? Mini Soten here, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to beat the final boss in Metroid Dread, Raven Beak. Up until this point, the bosses in Metroid Dread were decently easy. There's a few ones that gave me a little bit of trouble, but Raven Beak, definitely the hardest one. There is 3 phases to this boss battle, as is per usual in Metroid games, but I think this is the only one that had 3 phases. Kraid might have had 3, but most of them have 2 or so. There's a few attacks that you want to be looking out for. This one right here that's coming up. When you see that red beam start to glow from his hand, you know he's coming at you with a melee, so you're going to be able to counter that. And after 2 or so melee attacks, you should be able to do enough damage to get through this final attack sequence. You'll notice that he used a super bomb here during the black hole. That's the only way to get rid of it. That attack right there is basically an easy given because you can just duck right underneath it, and right after it goes into a counter. So first phase, pretty easy to get through. If you're doing it for the first few times, this one probably took me the longest to figure out his attack patterns or so. But once you figure it out, it gets pretty easy. Second phase, I think, is by far the easiest of this whole boss battle here. Just 4 main attacks he comes at you with. When he lines you up with that laser right there, you know he's going at like the circular arm cannon thing that he does. Similar to Samus's. I kind of messed up right there thinking I could get out. He does that little beam right there. Able to hit him with some of the super missiles. The storm missile, I guess I should say. One tip I want to say for this part of the battle is you never want to be directly underneath him because it does not give you a whole lot of time to react. I play this one pretty well. I make a few mistakes. Oh, like one right there, I didn't actually activate my missiles. Forgot to, but no worries. This one's going to be probably the longest one. It takes quite a bit of time, and I do a decent amount of damage, especially with the storm missiles here. But yeah, again, just don't stay directly underneath them. Key to, just like with any Metroid boss battle, is to figure out the patterns before you start attacking, because if you are focused more on damage than staying alive, you're going to mess up, and you're going to have to start off all over again. I learned that the hard way. This boss battle in total, I think, took me like around an hour and a half in order to fully understand and beat. But yeah, this phase 2 is kind of the most boring part because it's pretty easy, even though I do make a mistake right there. I think I make it like 1 or 2 more throughout the sequence here, just like that. How I told you, don't stand right underneath him because it does not give you enough time to react once he comes in for that pounce right there. Most of the attacks are pretty easy to avoid. They have quite a bit of leeway and time for you to figure out where they're coming from. The only one is that big arm cannon beam that he sometimes does. That one, it's probably the quickest one you have to avoid, but be pretty good. Yeah, there's not too much more that you got to worry about here. Just stay out of the way. Keep persistent with the arm cannon attacks right here, the wide beam, and you should be good. A few times after he does kind of that spin attack right there, you can get some of the storm missiles locked on. Does quite a bit of damage here. Going, moving through. Yep, right there. Finally get that one done. You also get some health and ammo right afterwards as well. I actually wasn't expecting him to move into the 3rd phase right here, but it's kind of cool. Badass. He just rips off his own wing. Not like Sephiroth. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, Raven Beak, definitely a really cool villain. Has a really cool boss battle sequence right here. The sun part in phase 3 is the final phase of the boss battle. It can be pretty difficult, especially when you're trying to dodge his arm cannon and the sun blast right there. I do a decent job at the beginning, but I do make some mistakes. Quite a few are actually towards the end. But it's very similar to phase 1. Again, he has that melee attack coming in, so once you see that red on the screen, he's going to be coming at you. This little cutaway sequence is a little bit longer, but still, you can just keep pressing a Y. I have the Pro controller. I think it's still Y on the Switch as well. Again, when the black hole's coming in, get your super bomb out. That's the only way to destroy it. Believe me, I've tried dodging for like 30 seconds. I've tried shooting as much as I can. Super Bomb's the only way to get rid of that black hole. It only gets bigger and only keeps following you, so stay away. We do a okay job of dodging. I go back into the arm cannon like that, and I take some more damage. Like, it can be kind of tough. Yeah. Still a little bit more. Just keep dodging the arm cannon. Once the sun is away, the arm cannon's pretty easy to do. I take some more melee damage here. Finally, I'm able to flash shift away. No melee attacks coming in, so get some more health. Do some more damage to him. You know, just keep pressing Y. And just keep at it. That one is pretty easy to counter. Get into the Super Bomb again. Get rid of that. Really cool ability. Really love that. And then once he comes out here, just start flash shifting away. Get away from him. Sun comes back. At this point, pretty close to the end here. I definitely think it's possible to do this entire boss battle if you're able to navigate and have a lot better movement than I do. You could take little to no damage, because especially through parts 1 and 2, I took almost no damage. Yeah. Phase 3 is probably the toughest. I thought it was gonna be phase 1 at the beginning, but I know once you figure your shit out in phase 1, it's pretty easy. You get through it pretty quick. I don't know if I just had a lucky sequence, but phase 2 is gonna take the longest, and it's the most boring. Oh, and when this cutaway comes right here, I was not prepared. This is the first time that I got this far. There's 2 counters that you have to do at that cutaway sequence right there. He came at me again with a melee, so I was able to counter it. Do enough damage here right away to get cutaway towards yep, right here again. So it's just like the regular Chozo warriors. You just have to do the counters, and then right here you're finished basically. There is one little part at the very end, but I'll just kind of let you watch through the cutscene. Love how badass Samus was there at the end when she finally fully fused with her Metroid DNA. You'll see her suit here in a second. Look at that. I thought that was awesome. My one little complaint is that we didn't get to see a fully oranged Samus. It's kind of like purple there at the end. Max Parasite here takes over Raven Beak. So there is still one little part that you got to do right here that does require you. So don't think this is just like a cutscene or anything. It's not much. You just have to. I didn't really understand at first, but yeah. Hold down Y or whatever controller you use. The arm cannon button. Hold that down and yeah, just keep going at it. Similar to the ME robots. Then finally take out that X parasite, and yeah, that's the end. That's the end of the boss battle right there. Finally get you got to escape. 3 minutes here. Don't go left like I did. Go right. You have to traverse your way up. And your arm cannon now is super powerful, so you can destroy basically anything. It's pretty sick. Next, my movement here is not that great, as you'll see. I'm kind of panicking because I don't even know where to go or what to do. But you should have plenty of time. I had like 30 seconds left by the end to get out of there. I was gonna go for that little shrine right there, but I don't know what I was doing. Here, go up top. Down to the bottom there. Just really ignore all of the enemies. You don't really have a health bar, so they're not going to do a whole lot of damage to you. At least I think they do damage to you. Yeah. Its arm cannon's awesome. Really powerful. Top here. There is that red door that you couldn't get through at the beginning. It's at the top right here. That's what you're gonna have to blast. It's towards up top here to the left. Remember it once you see it. This one right here. And there you go. You are at the ship. That's the rest of the game. This Chozo's nice enough to help you out. Lends his X parasite to you to get rid of that Metroid DNA. Bring you back to normal. And yeah. Able to take off, and ZDR is no more. Fully escape, and that is the end of a game almost 30 years in the making, or a game series 30 years in the making. Yeah, Metroid Dread. That is it. That's how you do the boss battle. Really fun game overall. I mean, the full boss battle itself takes, I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the attack sequences that you get. But yeah, really fun game. Excited for Prime 4. Hopefully they make some more after that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.